Hey guys, it's Tauberpa. Just wanted to make a quick video to hold you guys over until the next episode is done. I am working on it, don't worry. Progress is being made, slowly but surely. Don't call me Shirley. This is what happens when I don't have material written out for myself. Anyways, the reason I'm making this video is because last night I decided I would try out my very first, my own very first nuzlocke challenge on Pokemon. I had chosen the game Pokemon White 2, since I had never actually beaten that game before, or gotten to the Elite Four or whatever. I'm not a big fan of Generation 5. The game and the Pokemon, it just didn't appeal to me as much as the others did. Anyways, excuse me. I decided to start my first Nuzlocke with that to see if I could enjoy Generation 5 a little bit more, as well as, you know, just kind of try out a Nuzlocke, see what that's like. I kind of made a mistake at a point, but I'll get to that when I get to it. Basically, what I did was I went into the game, clicked on New Game, and started playing. When I got my starter, I basically went with mainly the same rules that TFS Gaming is using, where the last digit of my trainer ID determines what my starter is going to be. Mine was a 4, so therefore I get the Fire-type Pokemon Tepig. And since we have to name your Pokemon, give a nickname to all your Pokemon, I decided to name my Tepig Wilbur. So, I thought that was appropriate. Anyways, after going through all the tutorial stuff, finding out what a Pokemon Center is, the mart, how to catch Pokemon, blah blah blah, you know, the necessary stuff, I finally got some Pokeballs and went out and decided, alright, let's see what I'm gonna catch, because another rule of the Nuzlocke is that for each area, the first Pokemon you find in that area, you either catch it, or if you miss it or knock it out, or it runs away or something, then you don't catch any Pokemon in that entire area. So I was pretty excited, actually, wondering, okay, let's see what my first Pokemon's gonna be. The first one that popped up was Patrat, and I'm just like, fuck you! I don't know what it is about Patrat. Maybe it's those fucking crazy eyes that make it seem like he's popping pills into those cheeks or something, but I do not like Patrat. I do not think Patrat is a very appealing Pokemon. I mean, if you like him, fine. I don't. But I caught him because I'm like, alright, at least I won't have to deal with having to catch him in later routes, because, you know, TFS's way of doing their Nuzlocke. Some people do it differently. I don't. But, I decided, I was trying to think of a nickname for the Patrat, and I'm just looking at it, and I'm just thinking to myself, oh, this fucking piece of shit, what am I gonna call you? And I look at its name, Patrat. Fat Shat. And thus it was named! Oh, I loved it. I love that name. Fat Shat. Oh, I hate that Pokemon. Basically, while I was training it, every time I sent it out against a Pokemon, I just verbally abused the thing. Oh, it was a lot of fun, honestly. It was a lot of fun. But I progressed through the game a little bit more and got to the next area, and I'm like, alright, and I'm just like, alright, the first one wasn't that great, but it's kind of fun, you know, being able to yell at it, but let's see if I can get a better Pokemon here. Maybe it'll be a Pidove, or maybe it'll be a Lillipup, or maybe it'll be that adorable little worm that wraps itself in a giant leaf. It was a fucking Sunkern. One of the weakest, if not the weakest, grass-type Pokemon in the entire Pokemon franchise. Thanks so much. Damn Nuzlocke. The funny thing is that while I was training in that area later on, I only came upon Sunkern one other time. So it's like, so is this, like, less likely to show up than the other Pokemon? Does that make me incredibly lucky or incredibly unfortunate? I don't know. By the way, Sunkern is a pain in the ass to try to train. Its only attack move when it starts out is Absorb, and that's like, That's a pathetic move. It's a pathetic move. Ugh. Anyways, um, I decided to name the Sunkern Frito-Lays because they sell sun seeds, so sunflower seeds. So Frito-Lays was my third Pokemon. After a while of going around trying to train some Pokemon up, get them a little higher level, I went to another area and I'm like, oh, this is a new area. Let's see what's in this patch of grass that's right next to the where you enter into it. And I found a Lillipup, which is honestly a decent beginner Pokemon. So I'm like, okay, finally I get a Pokemon that I'm glad to have. So I look at it and I'm like, okay, it's normal type, it's a female, I'm gonna name it Norma. I'm not very good with names, guys. I'm not very good with names, but I was pretty happy with my selection of names. I got a pig named Wilbur, I have Pat Rat named Fat Chat, I got a Sunkern named Frito-Lays, and a Lillipup named Norma. I was pretty happy with it. So after beating my rival a second time, just going around, grinding a little bit, I'm like, okay, it's getting kind of late, I have work in the morning, I'm gonna go and just save at the Pokemon Center and just turn the game off and go to sleep. I try saving, and I find out, or I'm reminded that overwriting a previous save file in Pokemon is not the easiest thing to do. It's not as easy as in other games, because they have a whole thing where you have to do a specific button press in order to delete the previous save data. And I didn't do that, and I can't do that unless I'm at the title screen, but going to the title screen would mean I'd have to exit the game I'm in, which would mean I'd lose all my data, and I'm just like, damn it! So I ended up turning it off and losing all the progress I had made. So, oh jeez, I was not happy. I was not happy. Because even though I was kind of disappointed with half of the Pokemon that I had, it was still a lot of fun. It was still a lot of fun having not really having control over what Pokemon you get to have in your party. Like, I'm so used to just going into an area already deciding, okay, I want this Pokemon, this Pokemon, this Pokemon, and then everyone else can fuck it. So I'm so used to already planning out exactly what I'm gonna do and what area I'm in. And this way it's just like, it's more of a surprise, it's more of a challenge, and it's like, yeah, this is enjoyable, I like this, this is a lot of fun. So, even though my first Nuzlocke ended poorly, it was still a success, because it was a lot of fun. I've already deleted my previously saved data, and I'm gonna try it again later today. So, we'll see what happens next time around. Now, some of you might be wondering, so why are you doing a Nuzlocke now, or blah 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 blah? Well, the main reason is because Pokemon Sun and Moon is coming out, and the first thing I'm gonna do when I get one of those games, if not both of them, is I'm going to have a Nuzlocke challenge during my first playthrough of the game. And I'm trying to avoid any information about Pokemon Sun and Moon. I just needed to know who the starters were, what the main legendaries were, you know, the big lion sun person and the moon bat. It's a bat! I am the knight! How many people are gonna name that Batman? Probably a lot. Zubatman! Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. I also wanted to know, what, area it was in. It's in Hawaii. That's nice. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to the game, and I'm trying to stay away from any additional information besides what I already have, because I kind of don't want to know anything going into this game other than what I currently know now. Because I think it's going to be a lot more interesting doing it that way. Especially doing it in a Nuzlocke challenge, where I catch something, and then while I'm going through the area, it's like, oh, by the way, you could have also caught this Pokemon. It's just like, damn it! So, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a fun experience. And although I can't record myself doing Nuzlocks because my 3DS doesn't record, although I can't record myself doing that stuff, For the Sun and Moon Nuzlocke I'm gonna do, or Sun Nuzlocke, I'm probably gonna use Pokemon Sun for the Nuzlocke. I don't know why, but I don't know. The line caught my attention. Um, but while I'm doing that, I'm going to be making a comic based off of my experiences in the Nuzlocke. So this way I'm gonna be able to entertain you guys while I work on my episodes. While you guys wait for the episodes, you'll be able to see this comic as it comes out. It'll also force me to get better at my drawings because, you know, practice makes perfect, and I'm lacking in practice. I'm really lacking in practice. I need to practice more. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to playing it and doing the comic. And I hope you guys are going to look forward to it too, because I'm doing it partly for you guys, partly for myself, partly for a lot of stuff. So, lots of parts. Okay, I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I gotta go work on my episode. See you later. Bye.